And welcome for another currency, and this week I present you the Turkish Lira. So this week is not such an exotic currency, but as you see, a well presented one, because I present you almost a whole currency set. There's only the 200 note missing. Yes, and I have some older notes too, from the hyperinflation time, or at least from the very high inflation time. Yes, and maybe this is, or I'm quite sure, that this will be only part one, and you will get to see maybe every existing note in the recent history of Turkey. But that's for the future. So I have one extremely low denomination from this series who went up to 20 million at the beginning of the 2000s. So this note was maybe from the 80s. There's always this 1917 date on it, even on those notes. Yes, there's always, on every single note here, and this is really special, there's always Atatürk on it. Yes. Some simplistic security features compared to today, and some waterfall. And there's already the 100,000 denomination, which is Windows security stripe. And some kids bringing Atatürk flowers. And interestingly, and that's bad that I don't have this denomination in between, there's a 250,000 note, which is quite rare. The same security features. Yes, and even already Omron rings. Yes. And some monument. And here we have 3 times 1 million lira. And I have 2 different versions. You can see there's different signatures. So I guess this one was introduced before, because there was already there was still this color shifting ink security feature, which was more expensive to print. And there's a dam. And this is the last denomination I have. There's also the 20 million denomination, and there was this redenomination in 2005. And you see what was the rate. 1 million to 1. And then they called it Yeni Türk Lirası, which means new Turkish Lira. And yes, then they left the new away, the Yeni, and now it's already Turk Lirası. It's always the same. So there's the 5 note. There's the first version was brown, like the 50 note a bit, so that was confusing. So they changed the color. And the security features are always the same. There's this hologram, this holographic band. Always Omron rings. They adopted this quite, yes, early. And on the back there's another Turkish personality, and this one, yes, the physicist. And that's rare too, there's a 9-digit serial number. Yes. There's a 10 note. It's a mathematician. And I guess they just added this because it looks simple. Because it's not something. It just looks cool for the ordinary citizen, I guess. And as a 20 note, luckily this one is an uncirculated condition. I bought almost the whole set because they extremely dropped in value, and they're right now at 5 lira per euro. Yes, and it used to be 2 per one. So there's really high inflation. And there's already the 50 note. And there's a writer. And there's the 100 note in the baddest condition. Really bad. I hope I can exchange it somewhere. So, and as I said, I hope this will be only a small part 1, and that they will add extremely big part 2. So see you.